Hello viewers, welcome to Kids Auto and Truck Repair. Today we have a 2012 Mercedes Sprinter with a 3.0 liter engine. This van came to us because the engine was locked. I told the owner of this vehicle that we were not just going to change the engine, we had to do some tests to figure out exactly what caused the engine to lock. Because I believe that engines don't just lock by themselves. Usually something causes the engine to lock. I told the owner of this vehicle, if we just replace the engine without knowing what locked it, I'm afraid that whatever the cause is can still be there and cause the new engine to lock. So we have to diagnose it and figure out what's wrong. Because when this vehicle got towed to us, it came from the dealership. It came from the dealership around here. The owner told me the dealer said the engine is locked. They put a starter in it. Actually, he got mad at them because he told the dealer that you should have figured out if the engine is locked. You just put a starter in it, then you want me to pay for the starter, and then you figured out that the engine is locked. You should have figured out the engine is locked first. I mean, they're kind of right, because if before you replace the starter, a good practice is to turn the engine by hand before you put a new starter in the vehicle. So now, you know, we're not here to judge anybody, but he told me he got mad at the guys at the dealership. He didn't want to pay for the new starter because what happened is they towed this vehicle to the dealership. The dealership put a starter in it. It wouldn't start. Then they said your engine is locked. But we want you to pay for the starter first. Then we're going to give you a quote for the engine replacement. He said, no, I'm not paying for the starter. You guys should have figured out that the engine is locked before you put a new starter in it. Anyways, that's not our problem. That's beside the point. He brought the vehicle here. He told me, the dealer told me the engine is locked. Give me an estimate for an engine replacement. I said, no. That's not what we do here. I'm gonna have to check it, figure out why the engine locked. Did it run out of oil? Did it run out of coolant? Because if you run out of coolant, the engine is gonna overheat too much. That can lock the engine. If you run out of oil, that can lock the engine. So I said, we gotta check. And then when we checked this, I believe we did this off camera, the engine had oil, the engine had coolant. So if it had oil and coolant, then I said it has to be fuel. So we took a fuel sample. Guess what? There was gas in the tank. So someone had put gas in the tank. That's why this engine locked. So I called the customer. I said, hey, Mr. Customer, if we just put an engine on this and we start it, it's gonna lock again because someone put gas in it. We're gonna have to drain the tank. We're gonna have to drop it, drain it, then change the engine, then put fresh diesel in it. After that, this should be good to go. The customer said, okay, that's fine. Drain the tank, give me the estimate for the engine. We want to fix it. We gave them the estimate. Actually, the customer wanted to put a remanufactured engine in this because this is a company, they use this Sprinter all the time. They said, because I gave them two estimates, one for a remanufactured engine from Mercedes and then another one for a used engine. They said, no, we don't want a used engine. We want you to install a brand new engine, which is great because I love that. A brand new engine comes with better warranty and it's better. You know, for the most part, you cannot go wrong with a remanufactured engine. So we got a remanufactured engine from Mercedes. We installed it, we dropped the tank, we put everything back together, we put fresh diesel in it, we started the van, all was well. We test drove the van. When we were driving, the van was driving beautifully. Now, on our way back, I noticed that the fuel gauge was going down. So I wanted to go to the gas station and put some diesel in the tank. We went to the Wawa gas station. Guess what happened? Something bad happened at the Wawa gas station that almost ruined this engine. So I'm gonna let Matt do his magic in the edit. Let's see what happened at the Wawa gas station. We are at the Wawa gas station. We just put an engine on this Sprinter van. We came here to put diesel in the tank because the tank was getting low. Guess what? Gas came out of this fuel pump. We put about $15 worth of gas. So gas came out of this tank. And a couple months ago, we had our customer, John. His Sprinter just locked because I believe he fueled at this gas station because he told me it was the Wawa gas station. We came here and I smelled, man, you guys can't smell this through the camera, but the pump was very slow. I dumped a little bit of fluid that came out of this pump. I smelled it. It smells like gas. I just told the gas station employees, the people that work here at the gas station, They don't know anything. They give me a number. I'm calling the corporate because I told them I can't start this van right now. If I start this van, we have gas going to the injectors. It's gonna lock this engine, and we just put a brand new engine in this. Now I'm stuck here. So I just call Robin. Robin is gonna come, and he's gonna stay here. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get this to the shop. We're gonna tow it, and then I'm gonna have to talk with their corporate. They're not even picking up. This is crazy, Matt.
I know we're not figuring good ransom.
Go ahead. Don't go to Wawa anymore. If you want diesel, don't go to Wawa. There's this water bottle in here. I'm gonna cut this. So we're doing this on camera. You guys will see this. Now, I don't know how safe it is to do this at the Wawa gas station. Maybe Wawa is gonna turn around and sue us. I don't know. But
Is there a way you can test gas versus?
yeah, so I'm about to take a sample. We're gonna take this. Let me see if I can still use it. I'm gonna use my credit card. Yeah, it's still working. Hi, this is Dio calling from Keats Auto and Truck Repair. I am here at the Wawa gas station, and we are pumping gas. We're pumping diesel in a diesel truck. So we brought a diesel truck to the gas station to put diesel in it, but instead of diesel coming out of the pump, gas came out of it.
All right. Have you spoken with anyone directly at the store?
Yes, I did.
You're no help.
And they're not even helping. They say they don't know anything. We gotta call corporate. I have the truck stuck over here at the gas station. We're gonna have to tow this to the shop. I can't start this vehicle. If I start it, we're gonna damage the engine. The engine is gonna get damaged.
Second time.
And this is the second time this has happened. We had a customer that got his engine ruined because he came here and fuel and put diesel in it. But actually, now that it's happening to me, I can confirm that the customer was telling us the truth last time, because gas is literally coming out of this. And I took a fuel sample. We're gonna take this to the shop with us.
I'm surprised that you were told to call us because there are steps they're supposed to take at the store. No, there definitely are things that they need to do.
It puts me on hold. Does diesel look like this? I'm gonna put this. Let's not lose this, because this is all evidence here. Film this. Let's go show this to Robin. This is what came out of this pump. Matt is filming the whole thing. Smell this.
That's gas.
Yeah. Hold this. So we need to keep this. This is all evidence.
Yeah.
So let me go to the shop. I'm gonna give that guy his car, and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
We can't start it. We're gonna have to tow it to the shop. Yeah. And this is what happened to John. Remember our other customer?
Sure.
Yeah. He told me he came to this gas station.
Right.
Put diesel, and I did the same thing. I put diesel in this. This came out of it. So if we start this and we just put a brand new engine in this,
Got your tank again.
yeah, we gotta drop the tank and drain it. How crazy is this?
That make no sense. So I was telling him, like, imagine.
Because the pump was so slow. And then when I was talking to John last time, to those of you who would watch his video, you'll remember John said it last time on the other video we did.
Yeah.
He told me the pump was so slow, he had to stop and leave because he was leaving. I'm gonna have to come back. We have to tow this. I gotta call a tow truck. I gotta call a tow truck company already. I have to film this. Matt is gonna put this in the video. So I brought a can here from the shop because we still have our fuel sample. Yeah, this is the fuel sample that we got. Look at that, guys. Does diesel look like this? Yeah, this is crazy. I'm glad I was able to find this. So let's open here. Let's put it in here. That's our evidence right there. So we need to keep that. Yeah. Look how clear that is. This is gas, guys. Okay. So let's keep that.
Yeah, put it in the car.
Let's put it in the car, yeah. I'm gonna go inside the gas station and talk to the guys in there. The gentleman I talked to on the phone told me that he talked to the employees here, the guys that work in the gas station. I'm gonna go in there and talk to them, and then we're gonna call a tow truck so we can tow this to the shop, because we're gonna have to drop the tank Luckily, we didn't start it, so we don't have gas in the fuel lines. We're gonna have to drop it, clean the tank, put fresh diesel in it. Yeah, man, this engine is brand new. Actually, pop the hood. Let me show everyone the engine again. This engine was gonna get ruined. Look at that, brand new engine. We just installed this engine. Actually, we got a little bit of AdBlue fluid that crystallized and came all the way here.
Yeah, and wash it off.
Yeah, we need to wash the engine off. But yeah, look at that. This engine was gonna get ruined. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call John.
Yep.
Remember our friend John?
Yep.
His engine locked like
Yes.
maybe a month or two ago. I'm gonna call him and tell him that this happened to us too.
Yep.
And maybe he can use this video. I hope he got paid because he picked up his van from our shop
Right here.
and he left. I mean, when the engine locked, he sent a tow truck and picked it up, and he didn't bring it back, and he didn't call me. So, and I didn't have time to follow up. So, I'm gonna let him know about this.
Yep.
Hopefully, the gas station paid his engine. The tow truck is here. He's getting ready to tow the Sprinter van. So I had to sit here and wait. So there he is. He's getting ready. All right, guys, it is the next day. This Sprinter van got dropped here last night. The tow truck towed it from the gas station to our shop. So we have to fix this. We have to drop the tank, clean it, put fresh diesel in it, and after that, this van will start running again. The manager at the Wawa gas station sent me a form that I have to fill out, and after that, I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know, so I have to fill out the form, and then I'm gonna be at their mercy at that point. I'm gonna be following the steps they tell me. Now, what I wanna do is, before we fix this, because we're gonna do this off camera, I have videos about this. We're not gonna film the process of dropping the tank. I would like to call John. I haven't talked to John in a while. I wanna call John to see if the Wawa gas station had paid for his engine that locked last time due to gas coming out of a diesel pump. So I'm gonna call John, let's talk to John, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna grab my phone, let's call John and see what he says. We're going to call John. This is a different Sprinter. This is not John's Sprinter. Let's call John to see what happened with his Sprinter van. Hopefully he's gonna pick up. I called him yesterday, he didn't pick up. So let's see, hopefully he's gonna pick up now.
Yeah.
Hello, hi John.
How are you?
I'm doing good, how are you?
Good.
I was calling to follow up and see how everything went with your Sprinter van. I know you got it towed out of our shop, and you said you were gonna park it at your house until you figured out which insurance company was gonna pay for the engine. And we haven't talked ever since. And yeah, I wanted to follow up. And we're actually recording this conversation. We're making a video. Are you okay having your voice on the video?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Now, we did have a situation happen here yesterday. And first I wanted to know if the Wawa station was able to pay for the engine that locked on your Sprinter van. Because last time we talked, you told me the Wawa gas station was giving you a hard time. You were looking into having your own insurance company paying for the engine, right?
Yeah. And so I've been sort of, as you can imagine, uphill fight. And my own insurance company looks as though they're going to cover it.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much time has passed,
Mm-hmm.
and you know how long ago that was. And I've actively worked on it, sort of chasing them around for weeks at a time, and then don't hear anything, and I have to keep calling. And I tried first with Wawa and could sort of not really get important people to return my call.
Mm-hmm.
I will say their lower level people were very timely and called me, but I never got any headway with Wawa. And so I just moved on to my own insurance company and was going to at least exhaust that before I went back to spending more energy on chasing Wawa around, because they were just not being very helpful.
They weren't being helpful. That's crazy. So right now, as we speak, was the engine changed, or is the Sprinter down right now? So the engine still, I mean, the engine hasn't been changed yet. It's still locked, and you're not using your Sprinter.
Yeah, I just haven't used my Sprinter in over 2 months now.
Wow.
Just because I can't afford to pull the money out of my pocket right now. I just have too many things with my son in college and other things going on. And so I haven't been able to afford to just do it myself. And I fully realize, Dio, like I tell my friends and tell my kids, this is a first world problem. I don't need that van every day, even though I'm mad as hell about it all. It's a first world problem. You know, I've got transportation and for my work and all of that stuff. That was a luxury van. I'm mad. I'm going to fight and keep fighting till I get results, but I can't sort of too long.
Wow.
It just makes you
Yeah. Yeah, because it's sad that situation hasn't been fixed or resolved, because it's been a while. I mean, I thought maybe the Wawa gas station insurance covered it, or somebody, because actually I'm going to tell you what happened here at our shop yesterday. We actually have a Sprinter here that got dropped off a couple weeks ago from another customer of ours. They also had a locked engine, and they had a similar situation like yours. Now, this is a company that has a couple trucks. One of the drivers or someone put gas in the tank, which locked the engine. So they brought it to us. We did the test like we always do. We determined that there was gas in it. They said, okay, we're gonna pay for it. They actually bought a remanufactured engine from Mercedes, basically a brand new engine. We put a brand new engine in this Sprinter because they want their vehicles running, because they use this to make money for their company to run.
Yeah.
We put in, my guy Robin put an engine on this, but I checked everything. We test drove it. At the end, all was well. I test drove it. I called the customer. I told him that his van was going to be ready yesterday. I went to the same Wawa gas station you went to. I went there and I was putting diesel in the fuel tank. But as I was putting diesel in the fuel tank, I noticed that it was taking too long. I was with my cameraman, Matt. We weren't filming yet, but I noticed it was taking a while. And he actually asked me a question. He said, why is that taking too long? And then I remembered what you told me when you first called me back after that incident happened. I said, oh, wait a minute. John, when he left our shop last time, he told me he went to the Wawa gas station and the pump took a while. He only had to put about $20 worth of diesel in it. He had to continue. Maybe then Matt asked me, do you think there is gas coming out of the pump? I said, no, I don't think so, but let me check. So I pulled out the pump and I pressed the nozzle. I pressed a little lever on the nozzle. Only, the flow of diesel that was coming out of it wasn't a lot. A little bit was coming, and guess what? It smelled like gas. So at that time, I had put about $15 worth of diesel, which wasn't diesel, it was actually gas. Gas was coming out of the diesel pump from the Wawa gas station. So luckily I was able to see that. I didn't even start the van. I had to go into the gas station. I told the guys at the gas station. They were not helpful. It was such a bad experience. They kept asking me questions like I didn't know what I was talking about. We went out there. We ended up taking a fuel sample from the same pump, and the gas was coming out of the diesel pump. So it looks like they didn't even fix what happened after the experience that you encountered over there.
Well, because they don't think there was a problem.
And I had the same thing. So I went there. I work on diesel trucks. We have this on film. I know how a diesel nozzle looks. We put a diesel nozzle in there, gas is coming out. Now, luckily, I did not start the engine, so this engine is not locked. We had to tow it out of the gas station. We're gonna have to drop the tank, drain it, and put fresh diesel in it. This will fix this. So I wanted to call and see, because I was curious. I wanted to see if you got helped, if they took care of it. But if they didn't, I wonder how many trucks out there got damaged.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's the other thing they kept telling me was that they've got no other calls from anybody, and you know,
That's crazy.
they thought if that was a prop, but you know, they have a handful of other diesel pumps, so you'd have to be at that one, you know.
Yeah. Wow. So what I'm getting from you is you got no help from Wawa, and you're still going with you're still waiting for your own insurance to see if they can cover the engine so you can fix your Sprinter van.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. That's sad. That's unbelievable. That is crazy. That is crazy.
It is interesting to hear your experience, Theo, and I'd like to maybe talk with you and whoever at Wawa
Sure.
that you've got information on.
There is actually when this happened, because I couldn't start the van, I went into the gas station, talked to the guys at the gas station. They were not helpful. They were like, we can't tell you anything. You're gonna have to call corporate. They gave me a number, and then I called the number. They put me on hold for a little while. Then I was able to talk to a gentleman called Mike. I believe that's what his name is, Mike. And then he emailed me a form that I'm gonna have to fill out. So now,
the quality fuels thing.
I haven't opened up the form yet because this was happening towards the end of the day yesterday, and I had to stay at the gas station to wait for a tow truck to come tow the van out of there. So I haven't opened up that form yet. I'm gonna do it this morning once I'm done with you on the phone. I have to fill out that form, and then I'll get back. I'll call them back and see where we're gonna go from there. Because at this point, this engine is not damaged, but we're gonna have to drop the tank, clean it, put fresh fuel in it. They're gonna have to pay for our labor. That's what I want from them. I want them to pay for our time to redo this.
Understand. And the form they sent you is what they call a quality fuels form.
Yes.
And the reality is, in my mind, it more applies to getting bad gasoline. In other words, like you perhaps got water or you got gasoline with a bunch of stuff that clogged your filters. And for me, that form wasn't that helpful because they assume you pay to shop $300, $400, $500 in a tow company because your vehicle wouldn't start or it's stopped running, and they want you to submit the receipts. And so the form wasn't that helpful to me because I couldn't afford to spend $20,000 to fix the van to get, to then give them the info to say this is what it cost me.
Wow, that's messed up.
And so I talked to some people at Wawa, on the inside that kind of understood that, and they basically agreed with me. And what they said, that they would have somebody call me from a department that handles, like in New Jersey, you're not allowed to pump your own fuel. And occasionally they'll have a situation where one of their attendants pumps the wrong stuff in somebody's tank, and they were going to have sort of that department contact me, but they never did.
They never did. Wow.
And at least I'm on record with them. They've got, times and dates and of my calls, because when I called back a couple of times to say, hey, I haven't heard from anybody, they would pull it right up and they would know when I called. And so at least I believe I should be on record with them still of all my contact, So we'll see. I will be anxious to talk with the same people you have.
Yeah.
Like I say, I think you're going to find that form is for situations like you're about to encounter where you're going to have a half day's labor or something to bill them to get squared away. But that doesn't really help somebody that needs to spend $20,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're sort of wondering, like, okay, if I spend this 20, are they going to reimburse me?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. But, when I was there, when I was talking to that guy, Mike, I forgot what his last name is. And I told him, we had a customer here at our shop about a month or two ago that encountered the same thing. But actually in his situation, it was a lot worse because his engine locked. So he drove the vehicle after he left the gas station. It died. Then he brought it back to our shop. We drove it, and then the engine completely seized. And he was like, I don't exactly remember what he said, but he gave me some answer that he kind of like didn't really consider that. I told him, no, something is happening here. I don't know if you use the same pump. We use pump 10. I don't know if that's the same pump you also used last time, but
Yeah, I believe I used pump 10 and I have the receipt to show it.
did you use the same pump?
Yes,
That's crazy.
it's the one on the very end.
The one on the very end. Yeah, that's the one we used too, pump 10.
Yeah.
So they never fixed it. They never did anything.
Well, because I don't think they ever thought there was anything wrong with it.
Oh my goodness. This is unbelievable.
I don't think they believed my issue.
So they didn't believe you.
Yeah, I think they thought I was trying to just get a new motor out of them or
Oh,
something.
wow.
You know what I mean? I think they think, because, I mean, to be fair to them, I think there's a bunch of people
Maybe that tried to do
who
that.
try to scam them in different ways about bad fuel or whatever. And, you know, and then it makes it harder for somebody like me to actually get
Well,
know,
I hope
resolution.
Yeah, well, I hope this video can help, because when we were there, we also took a fuel sample out of the fuel that was coming out of the pump. We ended up taking a fuel sample while we were there, because I didn't want to leave, because I was thinking about the same thing. I was like, we can leave, and then they might say, well, you know, the fuel that came out of our pumps is good. Maybe you're making this up. We ended up taking a fuel sample while we were there at the gas station, and I still have the fuel here. We have it on camera. It clearly looks like gas. It's very clear. I mean, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. And luckily we had a camera with us, and then we filmed. We didn't film all of it, but we filmed most of it, especially when we got the gas that came out of the diesel pump. So yeah, this is very sad. I'm sorry to hear about what you went through, John. And again, like I said last time, and I'm gonna say this again, I mean, you know, I'm gonna work with you, whatever way I can help, you know, I will. So I'm gonna let you know. I will be in contact. I'm gonna keep talking to this guy, Mike. And if they want me to send them the video that we're making right now, I'll send it to them. And for us, ours is not as serious as yours. I mean, we just have to drop the tank and clean it and then put fresh diesel in it. This should be good. But yours, the engine seized. So, and I'm gonna keep mentioning that. I told him about that yesterday. I'm gonna tell him about that again. Now that I know what happened, what was your experience after you left our shop, I'm gonna tell them they didn't fix it and they have to fix it. It's their fault. So they should take responsibility for that.
Well, it'll be interesting that, you know, now there's some like additional proof of the situation.
Yes, yeah. So thank you very much for your time, John. We will be in touch. I appreciate you, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Leo. I appreciate it.
Okay, bye-bye. There you have it. Our friend John, our customer John, towed the van out of our shop because the van was here. He towed it out of our shop. He told me that he was going to take it to his house, which he did. And, you know, I haven't heard from him ever since. I thought, because he told me he was going to get it to the Mercedes dealership first to get it checked, and then he was going to tow it to his house. I thought maybe the insurance company covered it and he maybe had the Mercedes dealership do it. But guess what? I was wrong. That didn't happen. His Sprinter van is still sitting at his house with a locked engine. Wow, I didn't pay for it. He's trying to get his own insurance company to pay for it. That's wrong. His insurance company shouldn't pay for it. The Wawa gas station should pay for it because they messed up. The mistake is on their end. What caused the engine to lock is what the Wawa gas station caused. Somebody put gas in the wrong tank. And this happened to me. Like, you guys will see this, it happened to me. So you can't make this up. Guys, let me know in the comment section if you've had a same experience, or what do you think we should do? How should we go about this? Because we're gonna drain the tank, we're gonna fix this, but I wanna get paid. We're not gonna do this for free. The Wawa gas station should pay for whatever we're about to do for this Sprinter van. And I also want my customer, John, to get taken care of. I want the Wawa gas station to fix his van. It's a nice RV. It's a nice van that he loves to drive. Now he cannot drive it because someone doesn't want to be responsible. So let me know what you think in the comment section. I appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are a subscriber coming back to watch this, I appreciate you. If you have any comments, questions, criticism, leave them in the comment box. Please guys, let us know. Tell us how we should go about this. I can't wait to read your comments. Cameraman Matt, thanks for being here. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to drop the fuel tank. We're gonna drop the fuel tank off camera. I'm not gonna show the process of dropping the fuel tank. We actually have a video, 1 or 2 videos here on our channel where I showed how to remove and replace a fuel tank on a Sprinter van. It's basically the same process on all these Sprinter vans. So if you want to know how we're going to drop the fuel tank and clean it, I recommend you watch my fuel tank replacement video on a Sprinter van. I'm going to clean it. We're going to drop the tank, clean it, put fresh diesel in it, and then this van would be happy again, and then we're gonna drive it and we're gonna give it back to the customer. So I'm gonna leave this right over here. I hope you liked the video. To those of you that have been asking about an update on what happened to John's van, I hope this is a great update. So thank you very much. Let us know what you think. See you guys next time.